I want to play something now, even without the other string, but I'm left in the lurch of trying to decide what is it I could possibly play that would, because a lot of the stuff that I play involves the high string. So like even like
some real bassy songs.
Damn chili bassy. Play Goldfinger.
this doesn't involve the high E that much actually. Huh. I could play When I Fall. I'm not gonna. We've heard me play When I Fall enough, I think, for a while. I need to keep doing it.
Can you substitute?
If I was good enough, I could learn how to do that. But if you're playing a chord, like you're playing
Yeah, I guess if you're playing a chord that doesn't work, but
yeah.
but
It's
like
just missing that last piece.
theoretically, most of the notes that you play on that high E string
Yep.
can be played on the other string just like higher up.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like I could play a lot of stuff up here.
But obviously you can't play a chord.
Exactly.
You're missing one of the.
Yeah.
You only all your chords are only going to have 4 notes in them instead of, or 5 notes instead of 6 notes.
Yeah, I can't get up there. But yeah, it's some chords you can get away with that with. That is out of tune already. You can hear the beats. They're stretching. Continue to stretch for the week, probably.
I am, as somebody who has, I played in high school, but I didn't, I was never very good and I didn't really learn any like musical theory or anything. I find some of that, I have occasionally watched I think it's called 12 Tone, the
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Oh, I like 12 tone.
And it's just fascinating, the sort of interpretive aspect of music where like there isn't, when you say like what key is this in or what things, it's not necessarily like there isn't necessarily like a definitive answer.
Yeah.
There's interpretive parts to it.
Because if you're only playing 2 different chords, it's like, well, are those 2 chords part of this? Are they part of this sequence, or does that mean you're in the key of E, or does that mean that you're actually you're in the relative minor of that? Because you're only playing these 2 chords and you're going back and forth between them. So what does that mean? And where's the emphasis of the music fall? And so does that mean that that the other chord that they're playing is where the emphasis is in that? Therefore, that's the key. And I love listening to his stuff. Like it's he did one on Mr. Brightside by the Killers, which was really, really interesting because it's taking this like what makes this such a good song, it's like learning pop theory too with music, right? It's like what makes the Killers such a good song, what makes it so interesting to listen to, because if you really break it down to constituent elements, it's not like it shouldn't be that interesting, but as you start doing the builds and you start making all this other stuff happen, it's like, man, they even repeat lyrics in this song, right? That's so lazy. It's like, no, that's for emphasis, or that's because we're making a point, or that's because it's supposed to run back in itself, or, I really like that.
Yeah.
He really gets into those things.
And Lamour, yeah, I like Drumeo, and they do a thing sometimes where they have professional drummers come on and play songs that they haven't heard.
Yeah.
And so Mr.
Oh,
Brightside
okay.
was a really recent.
Nice.
It was like the drummer from Megadeth, I think.
I think
Oh,
so,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
one was so good.
And
You think?
Which
Someone.
I think is really funny when that happens too, because most musicians, I was surprised to find out how many musicians actually love to spend time listening to other people's music in all sorts of different genres.
Megadeth.
Negative, yeah, sorry.
It
Yeah.
really, really made me feel like it's like, yeah, I'm not listening to enough music from other genres because if I'm not learning about other music, then I'm not learning about how music gets made and what makes it so good.
The one that the 12 Tone that I really liked was going through Under Pressure, and just talking like the bass line of Under Pressure, and just show it's like it's like about how it's like the least possible bass line, basically. Like, you know, it's one note with just like a little bit of a tweak. And but that, you know, makes it so iconic. It's like just like absolutely, you know, it's like, I don't know, I always think there's like a couple there, you know, when you listen to like remixes and stuff, or mashup songs and stuff. There's like a couple of those just like deep, you know, there's like Under Pressure, like, you know, Sweet Dreams. Like there's just these like deep, these like primal bass lines somehow.
Yeah.